Everyone, welcome. Oh, little camera adjustment. Welcome to Independent Artists Unite Song Series. Back on the show, always a show favorite and a fan favorite, Kid Barrett, talking about
Yeah.
his new single, Back to Back.
Yes, sir.
Dude,
I love you.
I love it. I love you, and I love this song so much, man. I'm about to say,
Thank you.
this is like one of the treats. Is sometimes I get a head listen of tunes, and you gifted me with that.
Dude, I
And
forgot on the last one about that, so I'm sorry about that. But
oh, that's okay. That's okay.
I'm glad I was like, wait, I gotta send this to Scott.
Yeah, I knew, but I know you've been busy with all your shows and the dark no, what is it called? The
Darkwave
Dark
Darkwave
Wave
Radio.
Records. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And you guys, I see, are very busy, all supporting each other and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
I know
man.
you get sucked into different worlds.
Oh, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
But tell me about how this song came about. You talked to me a little bit about it, but it's a cool story.
Yeah, like um basically I've been working up to the album, ever since like Sex Club, all the other songs we've talked about, Life
Yes.
Stands and all that. Um, so, coming towards the end, after you've written like Obey and Life Stands and Latex, I'm like, man, it needs to be hitters, you know what I mean? Like there can't be no filler anymore.
Yeah,
So that's kind of what
there's
I've
no
been
turning
working on. I'll
back.
write, yeah, man, I'll give myself like write like six songs, and out of those six, maybe I'll pick one out of those six that's like, okay, this one is banging.
Oh,
So
really?
I had been
Okay.
listening to like a lot of like Qual. I don't know if you know who Qual is. He's the guy, he's
No.
half of Lebanon, Hanover.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, but he has a solo project and it's just been taken off. I think he just
Oh,
headlined
interesting.
Substance.
Okay.
So yeah, and so it's just like his stuff is very like I would say not aggressive. It can come off as aggressive, but it's very, I would say, focused, like the
Okay.
beats are in your face, like and the beats are very repetitive, almost hypnotic.
Mm. Is it
And
kind
so
of
I
is it kind of stripped down to like
yeah,
minimalist?
exactly.
Yeah, because
Yes,
that's
very
one thing
minimal.
I love about Back to Back, that you just hammer in this groove and it's just relentless throughout.
Exactly. And that's what I meant by that. Like these relentless grooves that are just gonna be banging in your head. But so with the vocal, like I was talking about Qual, his stuff is a little more like in your face, which is what I like too. But I had an idea, I don't know why, when I was just listening to the instrumental, I kept hearing this like low voice.
Mm.
It's kind of funny, this like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
like smooth, like. And then
Yeah.
I kept hearing the words back to back to back,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
back to back. And I was like, wait, that's kind of cool. And often repetition and dance go hand in hand,
Oh,
you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like so,
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, it doesn't remind me of it, but some of the cadence is the same of like pump up the jams, pump it up, you know?
dude, exactly what I grew up with, like that
Yeah,
like housey 90s vibe.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like just wanted a club banger but with a different vocal take, and I want to give a shout out to Misery, my friend George, because we
Yeah.
were in a session. We had a session. I think he had just rented some studio time downtown,
Oh,
and he's
really?
like, "Hey, come hang out." And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." I think he had like maybe a track he wanted to work on or something. Maybe just hang out. Sometimes he does that. He's so cool. He just will rent a
Wow.
studio and like we'll just hang out and shoot the shit, maybe record some stuff. And I happened to have this instrumental. I had just locked it in and I was so excited. I had just written all the lyrics for it, so I was like, it was fresh in my mind. And
Oh,
we
perfect.
had we had like an extra hour in the studio, and I was like, "Hey George, like, do you mind if like you want to help me track this vocal?" I'm like, I have an idea because I wanted to do a low vocal, so I was like, maybe in this like controlled studio environment, this will actually like pop off, and you'll really hear
Yeah.
that crispy low of the voice. And he's like, "Yeah, whatever, I'm down." So he like sat behind the computer. I got in the booth and he helped me track the main vocal for the song, which is mostly the lows. And I took it back home and I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. Just the lows alone
Mm.
on a condenser mic sounded, and James, my engineer, James K Ultra, has been bugging me like, man, you should definitely try to record on a condenser mic. He'd been curious of how my voice sounds
Wow.
because I'm a dynamic guy. I'm always like using a dynamic mic, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool because I use the same mic that I record with on stage. Like I'll bring that to the shows, so it's like the exact
Okay.
same mic I recorded with. It's kind of interesting. But he wanted me on a condenser, so I gave him that, and I still felt like it needed something. So I fell back on my dynamic mic, and at home I recorded the I tracked basically like the high range,
Mm,
like basically a backup higher range, and then also the ad libs. There's some ad libs in this
yeah.
song,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure I had like I don't know. I like the mix of the two mics. I don't know. You're a
Yeah.
singer too, so I think having different mics, gives you
Yeah.
different
I mean, it gives it a
range.
real layered feel,
Yeah, dude.
and like
I'm okay with
like
that, So that's kind of how
separation,
that.
really good separation
Yeah,
of
dude.
different
And that's how
elements.
that came to be. It was actually a labor of love from everybody. And then once I sent it to James, James was super excited about it because of the rhythm of it. Like you said, that hypnotic rhythm that just kind of like gels itself in. I almost like feels like it just belongs together, all those notes and all those sounds. And like the way the kick is like, syncopated with the rhythm and stuff. Like everything is just he just really had a good time engineering it. And he kept telling me like, this is good, dude. This is good.
Yeah.
And the thing is like you never want to lock yourself in a box. And I feel like this track is a good example because I was like, I want it to be a club track, but I want it to be a club track that's like can play in any club, not just
Yeah.
a rock club or a goth club or anything like that. It can play in any club. It's just a feel good track,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a little bit about the album art, since I sent it to you. Sarah, who's my girl, my dancer,
Yeah.
she suggest I had spent the day before I sent it to you, I was spent like 10 hours just like working on art
Wow.
on just like trying different pictures out and
Mhm.
editing different ways. And I had so many, and at the end I was showing them to James and he liked some of them, and I ended up leaning towards this one that looked like a pack of cards, or like
Yeah.
like a pack of bicycle casino cards, or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a pack of cigarettes or something. And I was like, oh, okay, kind of looks like a pack of cigarettes. I kind of like that. And then Sarah is so funny. I'm sitting next to her. She's like, why don't you just do a pack of cigarettes then? And I was like, oh shit, that's a great idea. Because
Yeah.
there is a line in there where I mentioned like, I'll smoke you like a pack,
Right.
It's
Right.
kind of like a
Yeah.
funny term. Like
Yeah.
I'll smoke you like a pack, like I'll light your cigarette. So I
Back
was
to
like, oh wait,
back.
maybe we'll pay homage to that, like to the
Yeah.
small stuff, kind of like the party life, the nightlife.
Yeah. Yeah.
So cigarettes and nightlife go hand in hand.
Well, I know too that you've been playing out live a lot, and you think that, I mean, I could hear that infused into this too, Like this song was like made by a man that knows a crowd and what they want,
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because playing live, I can compare like all the stuff that I'm writing while I'm playing live to the stuff when I wasn't really playing as much back then. Oh man,
Mm,
it's a huge difference. Like
yeah.
when you get in front of the crowd, you realize like, oh, this is what works. Or like say even opening for a headliner that's like already there, in their touring phase, and you're
Mm-mm.
like, wow, this is what hits in every club. So basically you start piecing two and two together. I've found that my style, maybe for the club stuff that I've been working on now, and like, for this album that I'm about to put out, has been very like, I don't know, man, like very club oriented. Like I pay attention to what's happening, at the shows, and I
Mhm.
see what the needs are, and I'm like,
Mm.
okay, let's try to meet those needs. And a lot of the times it's minimal, man. It's a lot. It's going back to minimalist lyrics. I find that like less is more, like
Yeah.
it's kind of I've learned this trick. I saw this one meme where it's like when you're young, when you're first starting out, you're just doing whatever you can, you're real
Mm.
minimal, like I'll record a guitar and a vocal and and a bass and a drum and that's done. And then when you're like in the middle, when you're trying to learn, you're like stacking everything. I'll do two basses and I'll do,
Yeah. Yeah.
three guitars and like two drums and like eight vocals. And then there when you get back to like, wait, I was doing it the right way in the beginning where because it still gets through. Believe it or not, sometimes because we layer vocals a lot. When you layer too much, it's like it starts like leaving the original
Yeah,
idea,
yeah. It's
you
like,
know?
okay, this is sounding like Queen, not like
Yeah, it gets a little muddy from just, but there's so much you can do with a single vocal, a
yeah,
single bass groove, a
yeah.
single
I love
kick, a
that
single
minimal
snare.
thing. Yeah, yeah,
So minimal. I've been leaning a little more towards minimal just for the dance floor, a lot more space in my songs too, like trying to
yeah,
give for dancing and stuff. But yeah,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
fun. Thank you for that. Like I'm glad that like, I've been getting so many shows lately and just been able to like do my homework, like been able to do homework and like, okay, I need to do this. I need this song. I can't wait to hear this one in the club, like that's kind of where I'm at right now.
yeah. Well, I'm very inspired by seeing all your gigs. It makes me want to like. I felt like I'm moving towards a live show, in
Yeah,
2026.
bro.
But I just keep thinking of the things like but booking the shows and all the back and forth and you know, it's like inviting a lot of people into your world suddenly,
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you
You should though. You
you
totally
do
should.
that, yeah. Do you do all that stuff yourself? All the
Yeah,
booking and
yeah,
all?
that one was produced completely by me. Like I said, besides the help of George at the studio with some of the vocal. Yeah, that was like from top to bottom, man. And yeah, I was really stoked about that one. That one's like I don't know, there's some songs that like the minute you write them, you're like, "Oh man, this is exciting." And I that one had that spark from beginning to end like
Yeah, yeah.
so and also another funny part, I was trying to the groove is like it's like a banana danana danana danana, like that's kind of like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
the spine of the
Yeah,
song.
that like low
And
synth part of it. Yeah.
yeah, I was trying to find an arpeggio for that where it's like danana 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 like a triplet, like
Yeah, yeah.
danana. And I couldn't find the right synth. I was trying to go through a bunch of like presets and stuff and I was like, what if I just like draw it in, like started. So I actually recorded that like no 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 no. I had to record all the parts like when it's like down 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 down. So I was like, because I had a certain thing in mind, and I'm like, no synth is gonna get it right now, or I'm gonna be digging for it all day. I'm like, I started programming the arps myself. I was like, like I need to hear this sound, So yeah, that was fun, man. It's always I think that's the fun part, like creating these songs, and then seeing them alive at the shows is a whole different story.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's you have to entertain yourself too, right? It's like you just stretch out a little bit and do this a little bit different. And
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I think this is like opening up a new kind of chapter of your vocals where you kind of really don't know what could come next,
Exactly.
It's
Oh, dude, and
exciting.
with the last one, BDSM, I did the same thing. I was like, I want one with like a more aggressive scream in there, Like so there's a there's like
Oh
an
yeah,
actual like
yeah,
scream in there. And like you said, for this one, I'm like, maybe I'll try like a smoother approach. And so like that's kind of yeah, I think for me and you, I always see you as like a vocal guy.
yeah.
And vocals have always been so fun, like such a fun instrument to play with. I can't wait
Mm.
to hear how it sounds like under this effect or like with this much
Yeah,
delay.
yeah. Yeah, it is play. It's wonderful. Like
It's like
that's
clay. Yeah, literally,
yeah,
it's like
you're just
you're just
playing.
stretching it out, doing whatever you want with it. And so I really like that vocals. I don't like to stick to one sound on the vocal, man. But I do have a signature sound, and it's when I hit that register that like in Sex Club or like like that
Yeah,
power
yeah,
register.
yeah.
So sometimes I'll find myself missing that when I'm hearing my songs. I'm like, oh,
Mm,
it needs that like power. And so that's kind of where I've always loved, rock and roll power.
yeah. I was wondering with a BDSM song, do you
Yeah.
get people dressed up like that coming to the shows?
Dude, yeah. Like I have what's really cool about those songs is to see like who's what the reception is.
Yeah,
Like so
yeah.
for BDSM, definitely like I have a big I'm starting to lean more towards like catering to the kink community. So like
Mm,
definitely have people being like, dude, I'm gonna play this at my like fetish event, or like, I have another guy who like DJs and he's like, dude, I've been playing this at the club and it's doing really well. Like, so I get to hear those little tidbits like, oh wow, this one is doing well in the club. Obey did really well with like my friends who are artists. Like they were a lot of my artist friends were like, dude, that's a good one, you know. BDSM is doing well with the fans, you know, like people like that kinky stuff, like that sexy stuff, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. So definitely, oh dude, a really fun one was I did goth prom in Visalia,
Oh
and
yeah.
it was goth prom. So everyone was dressed, like dark, like a gothic prom.
Hmm.
But there was this group of like latex, like a gang of latex people, like four of them, and they had like the latex horns and stuff. Like they looked freaking awesome. And by the end of like my set, I close off with latex, you know? So I was like, all right, this last song's latex. And they like made their way to the front. So now I have a gang of people in latex dancing to latex. It's things like that make it
That's
all
cool.
worthwhile, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Like I thought about them when I was writing this song, you know. I was like, "Oh, this is for the
yeah.
latex crowd," you know, because it's okay. It's fun.
I'm always scared of that because I had it once in the late. Actually, it was the last gig my band ever did when I was on a lot of drugs, and I think I lost my place in the song, and it was to a click track, you know.
Oh, okay.
And I was the bass player, and I totally lost everything.
You threw the
It was
whole
a
thing
bad
off.
night. Yeah, but there was only like four people sitting at the bar. That
Oh,
was it,
okay.
and nobody in front of the band.
It's like a
So
good rehearsal,
I'm
if
always
anything.
like terrified of that. You know, like if try to go play live shows and there's four people there. You know.
Oh, dude, it happens, man. It totally happens. It still happens, you know, and it's sometimes it's not our fault either. Like a lot of the times it's the promoter, like, which is cool. Like, when you work with a really good promoter, you really see the difference. You're like, wow, these people are
Mm,
going above and beyond to get people to their show, you know? And so I
yeah,
do
yeah,
appreciate that and been definitely leaning towards working with people like that, for sure.
yeah,
It saves your headache, and then yeah, we're doing a lot of work, man. We're getting out there, sometimes you don't leave till like the bar closes at 2, and then you gotta wait for payout at 3, or and but you've been there since 6 p.m. at
yeah,
load in, so it's an all day thing, I get it.
yeah. I don't
So
think it may not be for old men like me. You know.
nah, dude, we need to get the good gigs for you, where it's fucking star treatment, you fucking roll in, green room.
Exactly. You know.
Come on now. No, honestly, well, if you ever want to come down here, if you ever, if you ever want to play in LA, there's tons of awesome like dudes here, and
Yeah.
like people who actually care
No,
about the
yeah, I
art.
would like to. I'd
Pretty
like to,
cool.
yeah. I think my life is heading towards where I could do that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Things are falling into line, yeah.
Definitely, man.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Where
So
are you right now?
um I'm well, I'm in Denmark, you know,
Oh, okay,
Copenhagen.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
thought so. I thought so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
And you have a song coming too, right? Hee hee.
Yeah, nobody knows that. It's a secret. No, actually, well, when does this song come out? When
This
does
song
yours
is
come out?
dropping on Wednesday, which, if it's
Oh,
okay with
okay.
you, this will drop Wednesday too, just
Yeah,
to
I'll do
kind
it
of
Wednesday too.
boom.
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah,
this
yeah.
is the song's out now today.
Yeah, so
Go listen
we'll
to
leave a little clue that there's SBG coming in 3 days. On
it.
Friday it comes after yours.
Hell yeah. Awesome, man.
That'll be good.
Awesome.
Everyone can focus on Kid Barrett, stay, and then I'll do mine after.
Dude, dude. But man, it's always great. Like I see all of us just straight, like this whole year has just been steady work from everybody. And big shout out to James because he's worked on
Yeah,
my whole album. He's been my
yeah,
engineer for the whole album. This is the first album that I've had like an engineer, and it feels like what you said, that star treatment of like someone being like, I'm gonna make sure this sounds fucking perfect all the way
yeah,
around.
yeah. That's what he
He's
does.
doing
It's
he's
amazing.
doing some vinyl mixes for me right now. So like we have the
Oh,
digital
cool.
mixes,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna do a vinyl for my album that's coming out next year.
Oh, that's
Um,
interesting. So that's
yeah,
a different mix.
a whole different world. Yeah. We
Wow.
found out that like you gotta kind of take a lot of the like the big subs, like bring the big subs
Yeah,
down because you know that
yeah.
doesn't do well on the vinyl on the needle.
Oh, yeah.
But also you kind of leave some room because like the engineer can do stuff too over there on his end, you know, like the vinyl engineer.
Oh,
So yeah, which
that's
is cool.
interesting. I never thought about that before. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, a whole nother world, man. Like so we just did a compilation. Actually, let me see if I can get it here. I'll give a little shout out while I'm here.
Yeah.
We just did a compilation album with Dark Wave Records.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if it's showing. It's not showing
Oh,
there,
shit.
but
It's too black.
it's like disappearing. I'll put it in front of me.
Oh,
Oh,
there
there
we
it is.
go. There we
It's
go.
in front of
Oh,
me.
that looks great.
So yeah, this one is it has a bunch of great artists. It has Blood Handsome, Grizz, Fever, Puppet, Holy Water, X-Ray, Vic Vapors, and myself. So I had to submit Sex Club for this one, and which was I was honored when they asked me, you know, hey, you want to be part of this like first, you know, volume one
Yeah.
compilation, and dude, to be next to all those great artists I just named, I was like, sure, man, for sure. So what do you guys need? And so they needed Sex Club, and I talked to James about it, and honestly, this is why I love James because he gets so nerdy about all this stuff, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, I know exactly what to do. I just was watching a video about vinyl mixing for vinyl and blah blah blah." So I was like, "Awesome, dude." So I just told him like, you know, give me a different version of, and he did it, dude. It sounds awesome. If you listen to it alone, it sounds kind of funny. It's kind of chunky, but then once you hear it on the vinyl, it's like, oh, dude, it sounds amazing.
Wow, that's
Also
so
just to hear
interesting.
your song on a vinyl, I'm sure you've done it before. Hear your
No,
song
I
on
haven't
vinyl.
actually.
Dude,
No,
we
I
gotta
haven't
press
done
some
a
vinyl.
vinyl.
I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's just so
Because when I
exciting.
was doing it, it was CDs, you know.
Oh, right, right, right,
And
right,
that,
right.
that
And
was that was the
I still did
thing.
some CDs too, you know, I still caught the tail end of that. So with
Yeah.
my bands, but vinyl, man, it's
No,
just so
I'd
cool.
like
You
to
know,
do
it's like,
vinyl. Yeah.
yeah, it's a whole different sound. Like I was just very curious to see how like a you know, a booming like club track would sound, and it just sounds so like I don't know, it has a little dirt, a little grime to it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I always notice vinyl pitches your voice a little bit. You know, like whenever I hear like an Aussie record, I'm like, damn, his voice sounds like a
Oh, kind of
semitone or like
tinty or something. Oh, you
yeah,
mean
a
sharp or
semitone
something?
pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool because it gives it that like I don't know. It's
Oh,
something vinyl. That if I were
yeah.
to say what
Must be
vinyl
like
is, it's
their
like that. There's
frequencies
a
that
little
get coming through.
crispier
Yeah, yeah.
tone to it, but. Yeah, man, vinyl. So I'm excited about that. That's coming soon. And James gave me a funny name for it the other day, which I may use because I really like it. So he said, because I was like, he's like, do you have any name for it? And I was like, oh, I'm still thinking about it. And he
Oh,
said, what
for the
about
album
Fet?
or for the?
Yeah, for the
Oh, yeah.
album, for the 8 songs. He said, what about Fet Gala? I was like, oh. He's awesome, dude. Like he's the gift that keeps on giving. I was like, oh, dude, like, so
Oh, I tell you,
I just
he
want you to
saved
know,
me.
like, Kid Barrett is such a labor of like so many people. It takes a village to you know to come to this. Like with Sarah helping me out on the creative side, and then George every now and then like helping me out with the production stuff, and then you know like uh, James obviously engineering the whole thing. Like, oh, dude, I'm so excited. I have a great team. You know, and
Yeah,
then just you, I'm like, hey, dude, like, let's talk. Boom, you have an interview for me. Like, dude, we have such a
yeah.
great community,
Of
and
course. Yeah.
I'm just so proud of everything.
Yeah, yeah, well, I've been on a crazy ride where my mental health has been like all over the place. And it was
Oh
like
man, that's a tough one
hard for
too.
me to do the shows, you know what I mean? I have to
Oh,
be
dude, for
feeling
sure.
good in order to do this. Like I can't like be feeling like I wish I would be
Yeah,
dead,
bro.
to
No,
try to
man, and
do a
take care of
show.
yourself first. That's definitely a big one.
Yeah.
I try not to burn out either, you know, because it's tough on the body and
Yeah.
everything is, man. Stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
I deal
Yeah.
with that a lot too, man.
I'm on some new meds I have to say that are like really helping me because they
Awesome,
are
man.
mood stabilizers, you know?
Mhm.
And so I'm not getting all this all the time, and it's like, such a relief, you know.
That's good, man. I'm so happy to
And
hear
then
that, bro.
I feel like I can get back to doing shows and stuff. And
Yeah, it
also,
helps you.
but it helps so much to like I had Kevin from Basavoke and
Mhm.
and you, and it's like that I know is going to be easy because there's a lot of love, and there's like
Mhm. Mhm.
it's easy to do. So now I'm breaking myself in slowly.
Awesome, man. I'm happy, bro. And honestly, yeah, man, take your time and we got to be kind to ourselves first, before anything else.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's the way I feel. I'm like, if I don't feel happy, I can't make people, everyone else dance and feel happy, either. So I try to make sure I'm like good first. I'll take like this month, I'm not playing at all this whole month. I'm taking this month off. I needed, just to
Yeah.
rest and like take care of me.
Yeah, it
I
seems like
saw
it
things.
seems like it's all the time, really like it seems like every week for a while you were playing, you were
Yeah,
setting
I was
things.
doing that for a bit, man. And then even what takes a toll also is those tours where it's like, like the whole weekend in a row. Like that
Oh
that
yeah.
does take its toll. But yeah, man, no, it's about balance for sure. And like what you said, like I deal with that too, depression and anxiety. So like I'm always making sure I'm good. And luckily the music and the production is one of my getaways where I'm like,
Mm,
I'm feeling like stressed out. Like let me
yeah.
just get into a session and just fucking
Yeah, me too.
work it
Yeah.
out. So thankfully I have that, and I'm thankful that, my peers are enjoying what we're creating, as an escape, So
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm there with you, bro. I feel you.
And what's next for you? Is the album next or is there one more
Yes, so
song?
that's kind of the big exciting thing. After back to back, I have one more track,
Oh,
and
you
then
got one more. Okay.
that completes the album. I'm so super excited that, and with that. Next year isn't that funny going from like I'm gonna take a break this month to next year I'm gonna
Yeah,
fucking
next
tour
year.
this album. I'm gonna try to do some different legs of like, I've already oh I don't want to say it maybe yet. I'll give I have
Okay.
another
Okay.
announcement, but like I have a
Big
let's
show.
just say I'm playing somewhere in Texas this March. So
Okay.
yeah, so I'm gonna try to like link up some more like a tour with
Yeah.
along with that date that I just got. So yeah, definitely do some like southwest tours, do some West Coast stuff, and then maybe head out south, do a real south tour, and then maybe a East Coast tour. So I'm really aiming for that next year. But like legs, do it in legs, like
Yeah.
take a week and just do different dates, along different
Is
sections.
are you doing like I mean, is Darkwave Records doing like a tour of Darkwave artists, like that kind of
So
thing? Or
Darkwave Records, funny you ask. Darkwave Records is also right now trying to branch out as like I wouldn't say agency, but yeah, kind of like an agency where they help artists get gigs, like what you just said,
mm,
like, hey,
mm,
well, I don't want to, do all this shit and blah blah blah. Like, well, we'll take care of it, just go show up here, play this gig, and so they are taking care, they're helping emerging artists and artists like us that are already, kind of a little more established um like get gigs basically. So
yeah.
they are helping on that foot, but a lot of us are getting our own gigs. Like a lot of us are already doing our own things. Some of us are in Sacramento, some of us are in Fresno,
Mm,
some of us are in Arizona, some are in California, some are in like from the East Coast, And so we're all just kind of like putting our forces together, helping each other out. Hey, who's that guy over there? Boom, talk to this guy. Boom, like, so we're building a network alongside our own thing that we're doing. So they've
mm.
helped with gigs. Like for example, we have a big one coming up on the 20th of December, and that's going to be for the vinyl that I just showed you. We're having a big Christmas party for that one. And
Oh, nice.
so it's things like that, and all of us that are on the record are going to be there. Some of us are going to be DJing, some of us are performing. So it's really cool, man. It's a wave. It's definitely a wave. It's a bunch of like-minded artists who we're just building kind of a big community, and definitely I would say they're trying to get a big dark wave tour for the next year. That would be awesome if we can lock that in. Yeah, definitely one where we maybe get a couple of buses and we all just move around and we do a bigger tour. That
Mm.
would be solid. So I think that's kind of the game plan. But what's really cool is that there's individual things happening. Like I know Holy Water and Vic Vapors are gonna go on their own little separate tour in the beginning of the year.
Okay. Oh yeah, I
So
saw him announce that. Yeah.
yeah, so that's kind of what's going on right now. So with the tour that I'm saying I want to do, I'll probably get some of these guys to, hit up a couple of dates with me in
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
spots.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So that's how it is, man. It's really, really cool that everyone has their own thing going on and we can just help each other and hey dude, can you play this gig? Boom. Yeah, for sure, and And I mean, a lot of the time, like we're still in the grind mode, like we're not
Yeah,
really making that much money to be like, holy shit, we're okay, but it's part of the labor of love that we
yeah,
love it, man. It's you
yeah.
get paid in like experiences and like also like memories, that you'll
Yeah, I
never be able
mean,
to
too, it
replicate.
must be so nice to be doing it with Sarah too, because you can
And
share
that I'm
and stuff,
lucky.
and you can like buoy each other's spirits too, but it's not all partying all the time, right?
Oh no, dude, no. We
There are
definitely keep each
darker
other
moments too,
grounded.
that like you
And
keep
I'm
each
the
other
driver.
afloat.
I'm not only the artist, I'm the
Oh,
roadie,
really? Oh, nice.
I'll drive like, 6 hours, 7 hours straight. And so I have to be definitely, thankfully, I drink at the parties. I don't drink when I'm driving, like, so I always keep myself locked in. I'm like, no, dude, I'll drink when I get there, whatever.
Oh,
But
I'm
I'm not,
wondering about
luckily, like I
something
said,
though. Like when you go and you set up for a gig, right? And you
yeah,
have the full makeup on and costume and everything like that. Do you go out there and set up with makeup and wardrobe done, or do you
I
have like
love you.
a roadie version that
I
comes
fucking
out?
love you. You ask the best questions. So I purposely do this. Not purposely, but like it ends up happening. Like I'll show up to sound check, in my regular clothes, like right off of the drive, right off of whatever drive I just did,
Yeah,
4 or 5 hours. I'm usually wearing like like basketball shorts or like just very calm, stripped down.
yeah,
And some people are like, "Oh, dude, like you're Kid Bear," or like, "I didn't recognize you without the makeup," or whatever. Okay, cool. So it's just me. I'm milling around, and I don't know. I perform with like 4-inch platforms, So
yeah.
when I show up as Kid Bear, when I come back, like I'm always like, "Okay, I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna go to get ready."
Yeah.
And then I come back and I'm in my full KB outfit. Well, that's the thing with Kid Bear, dude. It feels like now like it's an entity. Like once I put on all these things, like the
Yeah,
chains, the makeup, the leather, the boots, I'm
yeah.
like, boom, I'm the character now. So when they see me walk back in, the sound guy will I always see the sound guy look at me twice. They're like, who the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? That's you, So
Yeah,
I love that moment. So
yeah,
I always come in stripped down first. I get ready like maybe an hour before I go back in.
yeah,
Um, before I'm going back. Yeah, but I like to hang out, dude. I make sure makeup's gonna be in there because I perform with it, and then once I perform, people are like, "Oh, let me take a picture with you," and makeup's gotta be right, even after. So yeah,
yeah.
man, it's fun. It's fucking fun. Like I'm so happy that I've incorporated like been very like strict about like okay, I'm gonna do the white face, do the makeup,
Mm,
do the presentation because it really makes you feel like you're putting on a show and
yeah.
like getting ready with the white clown face. It's so
Hmm.
like I don't know. It's almost like
Something happens to you. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, exactly. You transform. So I love it, man. I love doing that, like tricking them and giving them the like boom, I'm a clown now, whatever.
yeah.
I'm a ghost.
Well, I'm gonna get cut off here because of I only have a half hour Zoom membership here.
Okay, buddy. Well,
But
dude, thank you so much for
yeah,
this.
it's so
And
great to talk to you, man. I could talk to you all night here, just hanging out.
I know, buddy. I love you, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, I love you too.
Uh, like I said, I got the next song coming and the album on the way, and be on the lookout
Yeah,
for that
yeah. Come back and talk about it when it hits. That'd be
for
great.
sure, buddy. I love you,
Mm.
man, and keep your
Love
head up.
you. See ya.
Uh,